magnitude makes it possible to chart the violence of an earthquake. The more energy released during a quake, the bigger the magnitude. It is thanks to the Richter scale that we can assess the strength of an earthquake. The measuring scale was invented in 1935 by American seismologist Charles Francis Richter and has no limit. It's an endless scale and is calculated based on the amplitude of the vibrations of the ground. It is said to be weak to moderate from 2 to 5.9. There are a total of nearly 100,000 earthquakes of these magnitudes a year, but above 6, the magnitude is said to be strong.
En termes d'ordre de grandeur, ce qui est important à savoir, c'est que si on passe d'un degré à un autre, par exemple de 5 à 6, l'énergie est dissipée de l'un à l'autre, la différence est de 30, un facteur 30.
The earthquake is therefore 30 times more violent from one level to the next. From 8 to 8.9, the quake is said to be considerable. It can cause damage hundreds of kilometers around. One is measured every year. Finally, there is the devastating earthquake starting at 9. This was measured only once. In Chile on the 22nd of May 1960 at 7:11 p.m., measuring 9.5 on the Richter scale and causing thousands of victims. The scale does not have a limit. Levels of 11, 12, 13. No one knows just how much energy this force of nature can release. And this is what worries specialists. But it is not necessarily a high-magnitude earthquake that can cause the most damage. The nature of the subsoil is a very important factor that scientists take into account nowadays. If the ground is soft, like here on the left, if it is made up of sand and clay, for example, it favors the seismic waves that unleash their power. A soft ground can even increase the intensity of the waves. In contrast, on the right, where the ground is composed of hard rocks, the waves travel with more difficulty. This type of ground will reduce the destructive effects of the seismic waves. The most striking example is Haiti, one of the biggest disasters of our modern era. With more than 250,000 deaths, Port-au-Prince, the capital, partly destroyed and more than 300,000 families left homeless. Haiti, sometimes called the Pearl of the West Indies, is now one of the poorest countries in the world. In 2010, its capital, Port-au-Prince, with a population of 1 million, suffered one of the greatest disasters in its history.